Hey guys, and welcome back to the Stark Let's Play. I think we're about 33 parts in. This might be the 34th part, but there's still a lot of things to do. We have many things that have now happened that we need to deal with, and future things to deal with. A number of people have given their ideas and stuff, and I've taken a few of them on. Obviously, we need to try and get our realm into order due to the fact that not many people like me due to a number of certain things, such as the fact that I'm a Reachman, so the North don't like me. My son is being taught by a Northman, which means the Reachmen don't like that. As well as the fact that obviously my character is not exactly a nice guy. Harryon has not really... He doesn't really inspire people. He's cruel and wrath. He's not really a nice guy. He's good at stuff, he's diligent and he's humble. And he's deceitful, obviously, but... He's not exactly the nicest person. You definitely don't want to annoy him. If you annoy him, he'll take out your eyes or chop off your head or, you know, whatever. But we're going to have to deal with that. We're going to have to try and get the people to like me. Not sure how. Probably do a little feast, you know, have a few tournaments, try and keep everyone stable. We're going to have to wait until obviously our son comes of age. What's he like? He's a bit better. No cruel trait or anything. I think the cruel one's probably one of the worst ones to have. Vassals obviously don't like that, and his intrigue is amazing. For a 14-year-old to have 18, that's not too bad. Yeah. We've also got a dragon. There's a dragon in Barrington who we need to tame. We're going to try and tame him with our king at the moment, King Harryon. Due to the fact his son is obviously... Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be as capable at doing it. I'm not even sure Harryon's capable, to be honest, but he has a better chance, I feel, than his son. I'm going to wait for the depressed trait to go. I don't think being depressed is probably going to help. Plus, also, it'll increase some of our stats. I'm not exactly sure what goes into taming the dragon. Like what affects it. I'm assuming martial probably affects it. I would have thought maybe. Not exactly sure. I might have to look that up. You know, if I don't get around to doing it in this recording session, I'm going to look it up next time. I should have looked it up before this. That might have been a better decision. But, you know, I've left it till now, so I can't really do anything about that. Someone was saying, so I know there's always been this thing about if you go to places where there's a history of dragons, if you go to Harrenhal, you know, with an army, if you go to Harrenhal, there's something about that because obviously there was a battle with dragons, you know, where they killed Harren the Black and his sons. You know, Aegon Targaryen did that in the past, obviously. Not sure. Not exactly sure what that's about. Again, I'm going to have to look that up first before we do the dragons, so that may have to come next time. We've also want to try and get the Vale, due to the fact that obviously the rest of Westeros is basically under the Iron Throne, under the Martell rule. Very good control the Martells have. They've consolidated a lot of the realm, giving it to other Martells. The only one they haven't really got is the Westerlands, which is owned by you. But the U seem to be happy under them. They don't seem to be too big a deal, so they're in a good state. So it'll probably come down to Starks versus the Martells, so I want to try and get the Vale in. Now, how do we do that? Obviously, I have no claims to the Vale, so I cannot take the Vale itself. I could take it one by one due to other people, other claims that I have, but I'd rather just go for the whole Vale, to be honest. Maybe do what we did with the Riverlands, you know, put an Arryn back in charge and have them under us, because we have history with the Arryns as well. We're always good friends with them. Obviously, Eddard Stark was actually tutored by Jon Arryn, so we've got a little history with them. As well as the fact that obviously Lisa Tully, Catelyn Tully's sister, married Jon Arryn, and so their son Robert Arryn was technically, you know, he's part Tully. So we have a little bit of history with them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and marry someone who has a claim. Now I could either marry one of her daughters, could marry one of them to my son. You know, she's 8, she's only a few years younger, so we could try and marry her. Or we could try and look for any claimants at all. There's quite a few claimants. Okay, no Arryns, it doesn't look like, but we have a Redfort there who's got attractive. Attractive's quite useful. She's 20 though, so she's maybe a bit old because I'm going to marry to my son. Just trying to think. 28, 28, 13, 16. Yeah, Templeton. Redfort. At the moment, I think her daughter's probably the best one. I'd probably just rather marry her daughter. The only other one that really adds any benefit is Arwen, but I'm not sure. Let's have a look actually a second. Let's click on Arwen. And let's see if we have anyone else we can marry her to. I can obviously marry her. Oh, I can marry her straight away, can't I? So I could marry her straight away. She's a bit older. But she's got some nice traits. She's authoritative, brave, gregarious, humble. And she's got the attractive trait which we'd like to pass on. Have we got no other Starks? No. Thought maybe there might be like a, what do you call them? A descendant from Rickon Stark in our court maybe. You never know. I could marry to him. Huh. Could do that right now. Let's have a look. Okay, her claim is weak, and so wouldn't be passed on. So I'd have to wait until there's a chance we could declare war for her. So female rulers, the claimant is male. Regencies, titles already being contested. Okay. Third in line to win. Okay, I'm gonna go with the daughter. I don't think that's worth it. We might not be able to use it. We might not be able to pass it on. So I'm just gonna go with her daughter. Let's have a look. Bridge betrothal. Her to him, and she'd accept. So we could make a betrothal between our two children, which means in the future, obviously not right now, we can actually attack the Vale. And if that's my only choice, I can't really think of a better way of doing it. We're just gonna go with that then. Sorts out who my sons should marry and everything like that. So that's all good. I think that's really it for now for conversation-wise. Like I say, I'm going to try and get the Vale in so we can take out the Martells, be 1v1, Starks versus Martells. We're going to try and tame the dragon in the future, not right this second, and maybe we're going to wait till I'm like 45, maybe coming up to 50. Don't want to do it right now because you're very likely to die. So I don't want him to die now, because if he died now, we'd be left with a 14-year-old being King of the North, as well as the fact that a lot of people aren't going to like him probably. So we want this guy to rule for quite a while, so I'm going to let him live for a bit longer before we even attempt it. I need to marry my daughter off. That was the other question I need to do actually. Huh. Who am I going to marry to? Who are we going to marry you to? Any matrilineal marriages? Now we don't have to... Ooh, technically she's second in line though, isn't she? She is... Salish. Yep, she's second in line, so I might marry her matrilineally. And the two other daughters I'll marry normally. Because it's not worth, you know, taking that risk that my son might die of illness or something stupid. Because it does seem to be that a lot of people die from illness. So I don't want to take that risk. She's 16 years old. Trying to find someone about her age. And there's like no one. A red wine. Could be very good. We obviously do own the reach. So it would be good that the red wine's on our side. I think I'm going to go with the red wine. Soul, Veilment, nah, not particularly. Red Wayne looks like the best one. 12 years old, nah, not really. Yeah, let's go with the, they do own the, they still own the Arbor, don't they? They still own the Arbor, that's great. He's not actually married. Maybe we could marry him to... How old was he? 14. He's probably going to say no, but you know, you never know. You never know. Nope, of course not. Okay, so that's his, so who is he then? Who's Peter to him? Who is Peter? Who is Peter? So that's a father. Ah, so he's the uncle. So he's the uncle of the Lord of the Red Winds. Okay. Do you know what? First, actually, I'm gonna check again. There might be someone with a good trait or something. Because if we're going to do a matrilineal, then it might be good to look for a good trait. Due to the fact that they'll pass on. Ah, he's got a dog. Ah, isn't that nice? But he's a wildling. We're not marrying a wildling. Gah. Who would even think of marrying my daughter to a wildling? Okay, no particular good like inheriting traits. Huh. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Can't see any. No genius, no strength. Ooh, it's quick. Oh, and he's inbred. I love that when it happens. I can't remember which one it was. I had a kid once in this one of my Let's Plays, didn't I? He was a genius and he was inbred or something like that. Or he's a genius and slow. And so it muted each other. So basically he's a genius, but no one would ever know. Technically he could have been a genius if he'd just been born normally. Ah, poor boy. Okay, there's none there. Let's go with the red wine. What was actually good? We could bring a good... No, there's no really good fighter. I'm gonna say we could bring like a good fighter into our realm. But no, let's just go with the... I just need to marry to anyone really, don't I? How do I go back to that? Ah, there we go. If I click it, it's done. I can't go back on it. I can't go back on it. Let's just go for it then. Matrilineal, yes, everything's done. Everything's done, and is that it? I think so. Just want to make sure. Yes, let's go. Okay, so that's done, sorted. Let's check using my court actually. Now, obviously, the great thing about Harren, obviously, is that he was brought up in the Reach due to the ambition, shall we say, of his father. Very ambitious man, tried to take the throne for himself, but lost. That obviously ended up with him losing and being sent to the wall, meaning that he was actually brought up in the Reach. But now he's home, he's back in Winterfell like a Stark belongs. Even though he's technically, you know, he's got the culture of a Reachman, he is a true Stark, and all Starks are of the North. It doesn't matter where they grew up. Okay, we're going to hold a feast as well. Only 50 gold, I have a lot of money. Were we doing up yeah, we did Old Stones up, didn't we? I still need to give that to someone. We're going to wait until some Stark distinguishes themselves, and we're going to give that to them. It would be pretty cool if I had a bastard and we had a separate family up here. That'd be pretty cool. And I could give them Old Stones. You know, a cadet branch, basically. Okay, well, pondering over the guest list of the banquet, I wondered if I should invite one of my friends. Well, I'd have thought so, yeah. Who wouldn't? Of course. Okay. Have I got the automatic plots? Yep, got that on. Just making sure. They've accepted, that's good. Okay, so my two main children are sorted now. There's no one to pay it, okay. He's arrived at the court. While I was busy preparing for my feast, a troop of wandering junglers... Jonglers? Shouldn't it be jugglers? What's a jongler? Arrived at the castle. They looked a bit ragged, but the performance entertained the whole castle. Perhaps I should think about offering them my patronage. Ah. Yes. Come to the feast. This should be the greatest feast of all time. I rushed around trying to get everyone to work harder, not smarter, to get everything ready for the banquet. When the guests started to arrive, I waited impatiently for Master Paxter, but still did my best to make sure every guest felt welcome and found its designated place at my table. Okay, of Tumbleton, he's the lowborn. Why are we such good friends? I'm not even sure. He was the last to arrive. Okay. Host a wedding feast. A wedding might make everyone happy. It's deciding what food to serve. Okay, what do we want to serve for food? Spend lavishly. And we'll have a wedding actually as well. We'll have a wedding after the feast, obviously. How much is it going to cost? 400 gold. Well, I guess it's going to make everyone happy, I think. I'm sure it does. If it doesn't, I'm going to be upset. Okay. You will not be coming? How dare you, Chester? How dare you? Well, I don't like you either. Oh, the Tully. He annoys me more and more. Okay, they're not the Hill Clansmen. Why? Okay, a lot of people aren't coming. Was it old flowers? What? What? I don't care about these small guys, but the big people. The Reeds aren't coming, but I put you in your position. Okay, I'm not even gonna go. There's so many. That just shows you the bad situation I'm in. Is the fact that so many have decided they don't want to come. That's quite a few. Then again, we got a lot of subjects, so it's not really a surprise. But yeah, we're definitely looking into getting the Vale. Hopefully that all works out. And everything can go to plan. Okay. I guess we've all arrived. We need to get the Old Town back as well. The problem is that I don't want to open a war. I don't want an open war with the Martells at the moment in time. We haven't got the soldiers. We haven't got the soldiers to take them on. We have a lot, but for free palmancies, that's not much. Okay. Yay, and it's all changed. That's good. So let's have a wedding. Oh, I can't do a wedding anymore. God damn it. I hoped it would stay a bit longer. Winter's coming to an end. Okay. Yeah, so we gained a few more men, as you can see. Still not enough to take on the Martells. I'm going to have to wait until we've taken the Vale, and probably wait until Harion's died, due to the fact that he's just not a capable leader. He doesn't inspire people to back him, to support him, to destroy his enemies, as a Stark should. Not like Rob or Bran or anyone really. Okay. Like I say, it doesn't help that he's a Reachman. We're going to try and work into getting his son to become an old god. I mean, or at least his son's son. Okay. Master Lyman and Nubal. Okay. What as? Master Whispers, I'm assuming? I'm assuming it's Master Whispers. And Decline. Looks terrible. He's been doing fine. What are you talking about? God, these people. All telling me what to do. Master Coin. There's someone better than you, but then again you are one of my vassals, so there's only 2 more. So you take precedence. Oh yes, and also I've got a lot of high lordships. I'm going to have to get rid of one of them, I think. And the question is which one? I have Old Oak, I've just realised that. The home of the Oak Cart, which I'm doing a Let's Play of. Completely forgot about that. Huh. Maybe I should get rid of, not Winterfell obviously, and probably not Cockerswent, due to the fact that that is where he was brought up. So the Ocean Road then? The Ocean Road is probably the one to get rid of. So the question is, who do I give it to though? No one's really popped out at me. Who's the holder there? An Oakhart owns that, but she's about to marry a Fozzaway. Not going to do the High Lordship then, due to the fact that their children have 2 High Lordships, so that doesn't sound like a good idea to me. Not you, sorry. Castle. Who's this? A Loafer. So his son's a Loafer, he's a Reachman. Nah, he doesn't look good enough either. If anyone distinguishes themselves, I may have to give them the Ocean Road. We'll have to wait and see. Anyone who's a Reachman. Ah. Hand of the King, Hunter. He's a Valeman. But he has the Citadel. Okay. Why does he have the Citadel? The city of the Citadel. Okay. So how do you become Hand of the King? Shouldn't he be under the Iron Throne? Very confusing. And he's a black brother. How's he Hand of the King? How are you Hand of the King? I don't understand. Yeah, he's Archmaester. Still of the North, Sir Hand of the King. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. I'll leave him for now, but it doesn't really make sense. Okay. Old Stones. Reachman. Oh, Akai. I wouldn't mind making one of them a High Lord. I've always quite enjoyed the Kais. If I remember correctly, one of them's a Rainbow Guard. Master Whispers. Maybe one of them too. We'll have to wait and see. We're looking at one of them too, I guess, because they're part of my council, and obviously, kings and stuff, they favour their council. The people who give them advice, the ones that are around, these are the ones they trust. Okay, for too long the Crown has restricted our historic rights and liberties. The time has come to lower the Crown authority. Should we lower the Crown authority or not? I don't particularly want to. It seems to be only him. Oh, lower Crown authority. No, okay, there's a lot. The Tullys, all these guys. Do you know what? I'm going to lower Crown authority because I did put it up. And look, Crown authority is low. Oh, I thought it was a medium. Okay, I thought the Crown authority was a medium. Okay, it's minimum in the reach. So it's basically the north that wants it increased. Okay, due to the fact that he's not very well liked, and he's cruel and stuff, I may just accept, due to the fact that it will just make things easier. And I'm waiting to have a nice ruler everyone likes and then increase it that way. Because when you have a nice ruler, it's quite easy to increase the authority. They're quite happy to do it. Let's look at that faction again. The Tullys, Golden Grove, Hornwood, Blueborn, Golden Grove, West March. My queen. God, I don't get along with my wife at all. Do you know what? I'm going to accept. The opinion of me will go up. Let's just do it. There we go. It means my vassals will like me a bit more as well, due to the fact a lot of them didn't like that. Yep, as you can see, it's gone up as well. So I haven't got much control of what my vassals are doing, but you know what? That's a price to pay.